Hey guys, Francis here, and I just want to ask you a question. Any Journey fans out there? I know I have been for a long time. Well, I want to talk about open arms today and not the Journey song. I want to talk about opening up, maintaining the mobility, the range of motion that you naturally have in your arms and shoulders. And we'll do a couple movements to help you open up and feel nice and even with both sides if you have any injuries, and just free and easy in your upper body. Now make sure you stick around to the end. At the end, I'll share a couple of few fun facts about the human body you may not know about, and we'll have a little bit of fun today. All right, here we go. So the first thing you're gonna do is have handy an extra rolled up yoga mat. I have a rubber band at each side of this one just to kind of keep it together. We'll use that in a few moments. The first thing we'll do though is come onto our side and do an exercise that I learned as sleepy arms. This is gonna check the range of motion of your arms, and you might be surprised. So top arm on the hip and lying on your side with your knees bent, bottom arm underneath your head. Let the top arm just release and just drop down to the floor. And as little energy as you can in the hand and arm, just keep it just relaxed and drag that hand along the arm as though you're drawing a circle in the sand. As you come up and around and open here, this is usually that part that is most challenging for most of us. Allow your body to move, allow your shoulders to open up, your collarbones up to open up toward the ceiling. Just let your body be free and easy and open. So this is sort of like a test. You know, how is your range of motion doing in your shoulder? It's one of the most mobile joints in the body, which also makes it the least stable, but it gives us a lot of possibility for a lot of nice movement. Let's go the other direction, reaching down, around, and open. While you're doing this, you can release, relax, breathe freely here. If you find that your arm doesn't go to the floor, oftentimes it will sort of have to float up and around this area as you do the circle. So just let it do that and try just be free and easy if you can. Do the same thing on the second side. So we do those same two directions. So hand coming in front of you, reaching up and around, opening, breathing. Notice if you feel anything different from one arm to the next. Lengthen the breath if you can. Sleepy arms. Do one more in this direction, and then we'll go the other direction. And then down and out and open. Breathing. Let's do one more in this direction. You can go a little slower if you like. You can go the tempo that I'm going. And again, look for those places that might feel a little more caught up, maybe not as free and easy. Now, we'll use this rolled up yoga mat, place it on your mat, side to side like this, and come onto your back with your knees bent. And from here, we'll have your head on the floor, and we'll do, from here, a fanning out of an exercise we've done before. So we'll reach the arms up, and I want you to think of a fanning action, like if you could imagine rays of the sun coming out from like your heart center. On every one of those rays, we're going to move our arms. So we're going to reach up, flex through the wrists, and reach down by your hips. You'll come into the contact with the floor, so just keep doing that movement, leading with your fingers as long as you can, and then change it. So breathing in, breathing out. Continue along those rays. I like the image of the heart being like sunshine. And the rays coming out of that. Keep breathing, just exploring. Now, if there was any one spot that, let's go back down around as well. If there was any one spot that was a little tighter, a little less mobile, you can focus on that a little bit more. And what we'll do next is to come a little bit to the side, maybe let your knees come up to the side, and find that spot, whatever it was, that whatever ray of the sun was a little troubled, just hang out there for a moment and just allow gravity to help you release into that stretch for a little bit. Take a full breath when you're ready. Take a full breath out. And again, a full breath in. Full breath out. Let's do the second side. So find that spot. If you don't have a spot, you can just come up on the diagonal and just let that part of your body open up. If you need more stretch, you can have your collarbones face away from that arm that you're stretching. Full breath when you're ready. Nice exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale. Gently release. We'll come back for another one. This time we'll take our hands and make fists. So I want you to actually tuck your thumbs in and curl your fingers around your thumbs and fold at the wrist. So you'll lead with your knuckles. So lead with your knuckles as you come down, and we're going to follow those rays of the sun, right? That sunshine coming out of your heart. It all started with the journey songs, guys. We got open arms going on. We got open heart. And when you come to the top here, I want you to stay and do that lean again. And now circle the wrists. Breathe in. Breathe out. If it's too much, don't push into any discomfort. Ease out a little bit. Just make it really free and easy. Lengthen the breath. And then do the second side. So on that top diagonal, opening the chest away from your arm, and then circling that wrist. Breathe in again. Breathe out. One more breathe in. One more breathe out. Pause. Release. Now, this next one, so it's kind of three big categories all together. So the rays of the sun opening up after we did our diagnostic test for the sleepy arms. The rays of the sun opening up, leading with your fingers, then leading with your knuckles. And the second one. Okay, now this third one, we're working into a shape that prepares you for a shoulder stand, if your shoulders are tight for a shoulder stand. So what you need to do in shoulder stand is you need to be able to tuck your hands underneath your shoulders. Now, if you have tightness there, that you might not be able to get them this far back. Maybe your wrists are tight and you can't kind of, balance it out in that way. So 90 degrees of wrist flexion is maximum in range of motion. So full range of motion for your wrists as you extend your wrist is 80 to 90 degrees, right? So if I have my arm straight up, my palm will not be all the way flat toward the ceiling. It might be sort of almost there, or maybe it would be all the way with some extra effort right from the outside, my other hand pressing. Just so you know those ranges of motion, right? So you don't want to go beyond 90 degrees, that's too much. So from here, we extend the wrists, tuck your fingers underneath your shoulders, then let your elbows move out to the side. Just let it unravel and do it again. So extend, lift, tuck, open, and down. Extend the wrists, lift, tuck your hands under your shoulders, open the elbows out to the side, and let's do one more like that. Extend, lift, tuck, open. Okay, next one, take your fingers, right? Same beginning, extend, lift, take your fingertips to your jaw, then open the elbows out to the side. So your palms kind of facing like toward your face or toward each other. So just a slight difference. So instead of reaching the palms to face the space behind you, now you're reaching your palms to face toward each other. So the elbows are out toward the side and then open up from there. Okay, so same beginning, fingers to jaw, elbows open, just circling, right? Big breath in, big breath out, one more like that. And then we'll shift gears once again, just variations on a theme. You'll make okay signs with your hands. Again, bring your fingers to your jaw, lift your elbow, and try to make the circles that you made with your index finger, your thumb, come around your eyes. So this is like that thing you did as a kid, making that Batman face, that Batman shape, Batman mask. And then open your elbows out to the side. Release. Let's do just a couple more times coming into it. Make your okay signs. Fingers to your jaw, lift the elbows, open the elbows, and bring the okay signs to make that Batman mask. Let your elbows open up toward the floor. Release. Let's do it again. Okay, lift, fold, open, make your mask. Elbows release toward the floor. And again, here we go. Lengthen the breath a bit. Now we come in one more time. make your Batman mask, and then again, lean your body over, your legs over, and just let your elbow, right, open up a little bit. You can turn your head, right? Just easy does it here, opening up through the shoulder. Big breath in, big breath out, really focusing on one side for a moment. Then we'll do the other side. So come back in, make your Batman mask, lean your knees, right? You can let the focus be on this arm that is elbow up and let that elbow open. You can look that way. Big breath in, big breath out. And one more big breath in, and a big breath out. And release. Come to your side. Use your hands to press yourself up to sit. Should feel nice and open in the arms and shoulders there. Okay, so I want to share with you, those are our exercises, and I wanted to take a moment to share with you a couple of fun facts. If you're familiar with the Leonardo da Vinci Vitruvian Man picture, where the man's sort of in this X shape, this was one of the earliest explorations of what's called anthropometric correlation. Anthropometric correlation. Basically what that is, and it's just a fun fact, is that there are different body parts that line up and measure out the same. So it's a comparison. So anthropometric correlation is a scientific study that measures the proportions of the body, and there is a correlation there. So here's one fun fact. The size of your foot matches up with your forearm from the fold of your wrist to your elbow. Right? Since we're talking about the arms, right? Fun facts about the arms, is the size of your foot matches up with the forearm. And another fun fact is that if you stretch your arms out long, the measurement from your fingertips, from one to the other, correlates with your height. So the measurement from fingertip to fingertip would roughly match up with if you put your fingers on the floor and then reached up, one straight line and put a mark on the wall, then it would roughly measure up with your height. So it's a couple of fun facts for you. I hope that helps just to lighten up things a little bit. I hope that your arms feel freer and easier. You can breathe better because you're just feeling looser and happier in your body. If you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button below, as it will help people find the video on YouTube. You can hit subscribe if you want to reach more videos, if you want them to come to you as they are released. And you can hit the bell notification if you want to be notified about that. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much, and take care, guys. Bye.